Hey everyone, welcome to Cardboard Commander. My name is Jerry, and this morning we are going to play Fast Drive Football, week number 4. This is the highlighted game between New Mexico and Oregon. And what we're going to do is, first of all, I've had a lot of questions about how I came up with the league. So I'm going to kind of explain that to you, and I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see how I came up with that. I've never done one of these. This is kind of a fantasy kind of league, I guess, because I drafted the team on my own, doing with my own kind of silly rules. So I'll show you what I did here. So we're going to share my screen a little bit, and what we're doing and what we did is I took the standings and I just made look. I'm a West Coast guy. Well, West guy. So I just took 8 states and Oregon, New Mexico, Colorado, Washington, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, and California. And I put them into AI and it generated the logos for them and the colors and all of that. So easy peasy, right? Oh, and that reminds me, I have a Facebook group called Sports Games with Jerry if you want to go check that out, because I know some of my war game people, they don't watch too much of the sports stuff. With that being said, the way I figured out the teams was I took each division. And so we'll just take a team randomly here. So the Colorado Giants, right? So I took the offense. So I've got the 2025 season here, right? I'll show you just so you guys know what I'm talking about. I've got the 2025 season here in the notebook. And I didn't print out the cards. I just have them in the notebook because that's the way I play them and it's cheaper, right? But what I did, so, it has the offense ratings and everything on here, right? So what I did is I took so for Colorado, I just went down each division on the stats. And so Colorado, if you notice, our offense is Seattle. So if we scroll down here or scroll down here to Seattle. Okay, so I took the top team in the division. I put them on offense. I took the second place team and used their defense ratings. And then I took the third place team and used their special team ratings. And then I rolled on, there's a draft league rules that you can download from the Fast Drive site. I use that to roll for efficiency. So you'll notice that each efficiency is rated on the cards. So on the cards, I just took, like I said, it's got Seattle's offensive stats. It's got LA Rams defensive stats, and then the San Francisco 49ers special teams. On the cards, folks, if you notice, I cut and pasted. I got happy, I guess. I forgot to put, that should be, the top number should be field goal, bottom number should be extra point. So I just didn't redo them because, again, I'm cheap. But then each cards, we'll take another one. Nevada is, their offense is Philly, their defense is Dallas, and their special teams is Washington. And so that's the way I came up with the teams, because in that way it's kind of fun to see how that plays out and see how that works. And then I'll show you, I've got a spreadsheet. We'll put that over here. And this is how I keep track of it. This is kind of the league dashboard that I have. And so on this dashboard, and I'll just, that's the wrong one. On this dashboard, I've got, if you look at it, it's got the standings over here. And I update the standings, excuse me, I update the standings every week. It's got home and away records, and then it's got points for and points against and highlighted. You'll notice a bunch of highlights in my spreadsheets. I like to highlight the highs and lows. So before week 4, the high offense was New Mexico, and the best defense, or the team who gave up the most was Arizona. But that's not the case anymore. It looks like we're going to change that. Over here, I keep the score on the left-hand side. I just put in whatever score I put in. It just updates the scoreboard, so you just have to. I just put the score in there, and it's no problem. So you can just see how that works. And then, let's go back and put a 0 in there so we can clean that out. I put the quarter, so the quarters are all recorded right here. You can just put in whatever quarter. If I go to overtime, just goes to overtime. So it's just something easy, quick and easy to click. All the graphics were made in ChatGPT. I put the game highlights over here. So if anybody scores a touchdown, fumble, that sort of thing, I'll put the highlights over here because that's how I write the recap. I enter in all the plays here. So got the quarters here by drop down. And then I also have, so you pick the team, home or away. And I'll show you why I have enter in there. And then all the plays are here to record. Whenever I record a play, it goes over here to the game stats. So it automatically updates. So if I'm the home team and I fumble, then that fumble's recorded. The fumbles aren't recorded. Oh, it is recorded right there. See, so so when you click on that, then the fumble's recorded right there. So if you come down here to away and there's a touchdown, same thing, touchdown run is recorded, right? And then the reason I have an enter thing in here is if you highlight the enter and then scroll down, it keeps all the formulas in there, but it gives you a blank slate so you don't have to worry about getting confused or anything like that. I also have, so I put the game cards here, even though I use the game cards on the board. I've just always, I like to use the game cards on the board because that way I can just physically look at them quicker. But a lot of people like to have them up here. And I will play if I'm on the road. I want to carry the cards. I've got the cards on here. I keep all the logos and all the cards down here. So when I got a game, I can just drag the helmets up and do that. The next, here's all the generic cards for all the teams. So I can just cut and paste them and put them into the game. And then the schedule, I've got the schedule here. Green is a win, red is a loss. As you can tell, the road teams have done very well in this so far. And then I've got stats for each team. And so the way I broke down that is you'll see, so we'll just go to California. So I just take the stats that it keeps up with. If it's green, it's a positive. If it's yellow, it's a defense or a special team touchdown. If it's red, it's a negative. And then I keep everything added up. And that's why I have these cards. So when there's a touchdown, I'll roll on the offensive card to see who scored the touchdown and keep up with the touchdowns. So as you can see here, Drake May has 10 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And that's how I keep the stats. That's all the stats I'm keeping for this. So that's how I came up with the league. So I'm sure you guys are bored of hearing about that. And if you do want more information, I do have on my Sports Games with Jerry, there is the rules on how I came up with the game on there. If you go look in the files section, you can go check that out there. So as you saw at the beginning of the video, I got all the cards separated and ready to play. I always play on something like this because I'm kind of weird when it comes to keeping things organized and everything. So I do try to keep this here. I keep the scoreboard online up here just because I like to do that. But what I'll do now is we will just go right to the game. And when I'm playing the game, when I have to update something special on the scoreboard, I'll let you know what's going on there. But I will show you the first time what it looks like, okay? So the first thing I do is I always roll. So in my replays, if I find the other die, I use a red and white die. So the red die is always the home team and the white die is the away team. And then this is the decider die. So I always have that as a different decider die. So we'll roll to see who gets kickoff. So we both rolled a 66. So we'll try something there. 2 66s in a row. What's the odds of that, folks? So the visiting team has the high number, so they will defer. So the visiting team for this game is New Mexico. So they will get the ball in the second half. And the way I record that, just so you can kind of see, is I'll just put we know the home team's getting the ball first. So I just put that there, and then in the second half, we'll be able to go from there and go forward. So we're going to go ahead and get started here with the game. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to kick off. And when we kick off, I always like to put the kickoff by whatever team we're kicking off to. So since the home team is Oregon, we're kicking off here. So I always put that there. And we start off right away with a pretty exciting card. So it says returner is hit hard, fumble, roll 2d6. So since they are the road team, they'll use the white die first. It's a 41. Kicking team recovers average field position. So Oregon gets the ball with average field position. Always point the arrow toward the team, so you'll see it that way. So Oregon gets the ball. So the first thing we do is we come up to the scoreboard, and I'll show you. This is a good thing to show you. So that was a fumble, right? So I just click on fumble for the home team, and then I'll write a highlight in here. So, that was Oregon who fumbled. So New Mexico, no. Oregon was kicking, so they keep the ball. So now Oregon comes over here. So I put the away team. And in the highlights, I just write OR for Oregon. And I'll just say causes fumble on opening kickoff. So I usually do that in caps, so I'll do that, but I'm not going to go back and, well, why not? I'm recording, right? So what I do there is I'll just say Oregon, kicking team causes fumble with recovery. So I always write the highlight in here. So we'll just put the team Oregon and kickoff fumble recovery. And so that was and then I'll just write opening kickoff. Just because that doesn't happen that often, right? And then what I do, let's try that again. So since that was a highlighted play, I go ahead and put it in here. So Oregon, and then I'll just say fumble recovery, opening kickoff. Okay, and then we scroll down. Then I always, like I said, I like to highlight things. So since that was what I'll do here, is I'll take that down there and I will put because I like to keep up with when they make a mistake as well. All right, let's try that again. All right, since we have a fumble, we put that in here. So home team fumble. So right here, we're going to write New Mexico fumbled opening kickoff. And we are going to highlight that in red because that was a turnover. We're just going to come over here and highlight that in red. And then over down here, we're going to say Oregon recovers, or let's do this. Oregon causes fumble on opening kickoff. Okay, so those are just a highlight there, and then I'll leave that white because it is a highlight. You know what we can do? We'll highlight it yellow because when it's a good play, I'll highlight everything in green. So that way we all know what's happened there. And we'll put that, and that goes back to white. All right. I'm not used to doing this online. So, okay. So now we're back to regular play. So the away, the away team gets the ball. So let's go back up here so you can see what's going on. So Oregon has the ball. And so what we do there, so then I leave the kickoff cards there, and then we'll go ahead and start the play. So you flip over one card, and then you count off 4 cards. And so we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we come to the play. So is the field position poor? It's not. It's average. Do we have great field position? We don't. Is the season prior to 2001? No. So they go ahead and punt. So I just put that over here that they punt. And then I will go ahead and they are punting. So we'll put that over here. So punt, average punt. So we just flip the card over to average, and New Mexico now has the ball. So we go ahead and flip over an offensive card. The time is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great field position? No. Season prior to 2017? No. So New Mexico does a coffin corner punt. So we record that, and we go over to away, and the coffin corner punt is punt pins the receiving team deep in their own end with the field position of poor. So now they go to poor. So Oregon has the ball. They have a 5-card drive, a 3-minute drive. Is their offense dull? It is not. It's solid. And so that is a touchdown run for Oregon. And Oregon's offense is Denver. So Oregon will first kick the field goal. So field goal is 11 through 61. White die is first. It is a 55. It is good. And, red die is first. And they are on the board 7-0. So we'll show you that real quick. So they're updated on the board. Now what we'll do is we'll roll. It's a 64. And that is Rico Dowdle with the touchdown. So I will just say here, Oregon, and it's a touchdown run. So we just put down touchdown run by R. Dowdle. And then that way I can keep track of what's going on. Then I put touchdown run here. So it's recorded into all the stats. We turn that green, and now we go to kickoff. So Oregon is kicking off to New Mexico, and the kickoff is average. So we just go move that over to average. We get our first play for New Mexico. It's a 3-minute and 30-second drive. So we take 6 cards off. Are they a disciplined offense? No. Are they a reliable offense? No. Is the defense meek? No. We have an interception. So Carolina's quarterback, as you guys know, that is, I've got these flipped a little bit. Just so, you know what? Yep, I just made them. Okay, I'm going to have to start. over. All right, everybody. Bandit, get out of there. Go, get out. No. Bandit, you're a nut. Bandit. All right, so I think we're ready to play. So we're ready to start the highlighted game of Week 4 in the Western Legends Football League between New Mexico and Oregon. Oregon is the home team. New Mexico is the road team, and Oregon's offense is Denver, so that's why we have that out here to keep their stats. And New Mexico's is Carolina. So let's see how this plays out. So we're going to roll the die and see who gets the opening kickoff. The white die is always a visitor. Red die is always the home team. So the visiting New Mexico Chimeras will get the kickoff. So that means that we will go ahead and start off. I thought I'd cleared that out before. We will start off with the home team, kicking off to the home team, and the Chimeras will get the ball in the second half. So let's go ahead and get started here with this. So I'm going to go ahead and show the main screen until we need to do some record keeping. So we're kicking off to Oregon. So the kickoff is average. So I go ahead and put average, always have the arrow pointing toward the team so you can see what's going on there. So kickoff is average. We're going to go ahead and do our offense. So the play is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We take off 4 cards. And we look at are we in poor field position? We are not. Are we in great field position? We are not. So we will punt the ball. Oregon punts to New Mexico. So the punt is, we've got an exciting thing here. So we'll see what that is. So let me record the punt. And we go to the away team. So we're punting to the away team. Is the return team electric? They are not. So it is average field position. So New Mexico lost an opportunity there. So then we go ahead and Jerry, you're goofing up the cards here. Yeah, mess. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so the punt, return team electric. New Mexico is not electric, so it's average field position. So now we go ahead and roll for see what's going on with the offense. It's a 4-card drive. And the first thing it asks is, are we in poor field position? We're not. Are we in great field position? We are not. Season prior to 2001 is a fumble. We're not. Otherwise, it is a punt. So that will be a punt, and that means the New Mexico will be punting away over to Oregon. Let's see what that punt looks like. Oh, wrong card. So the punt is average. So we just go ahead and put these over here. And we'll put Oregon has the ball with average field position. So now we're going to go ahead and 2 minute and 30 second drive. Is the field position for? It is not. Is the defense inept? They are not. They're disciplined sometimes. So that is a field goal attempt. So Oregon's a home team. So the red die is first. It is a 62. They missed the field goal. So remember, that should be field goal and extra point. 11 through 61 is made. So they missed the field goal. So I have that as a stat over here. So if you go back and look at the spreadsheet, then I just put in the home team missed field goal, and I'll just write it over here that Oregon missed field goal. So that's kind of, I'll put in a highlight there, and then I'll highlight that in red to let that was a negative play. Okay. So they missed the field goal. So then we're going to go ahead and kick off and see what else is happening here. All right. So that goes down here. Kickoff to New Mexico. It's average field position. So New Mexico takes over. Their quarterback is Bryce Young. So we'll see what Bryce Young can do here. So 5-card drive. So we take the cards off the drive pile. Is it a dull offense? No. Is it a staunch defense? No. So we have a touchdown pass by Bryce Young. So we will see if the extra point goes in. So they need 11 through 64. It is good. And New Mexico gets on the board first, leading 7-0. Again, we just put that in the spreadsheet. And now we're going to roll, that's why I keep these charts here. So we're going to roll to see who got that pass reception. So it's a 64. That is Rico Dowdle gets the pass reception. So I put over here New Mexico, touchdown pass to Rico Dowdle. All right. And then I highlight that green because that's a positive play. I've updated the scoreboard. I put it in here that is a touchdown pass, so we keep the stats. And now we will be kicking away. So this works pretty quick when you're not trying to film and do it that way. But I think it's kind of cool watching it being filmed from time to time. So New Mexico will kick off to Oregon. And the kickoff is return man cuts up field, has a lane, roll 2d6. So they're the home team. So red die first. It is a 56. He is cut down with average field position. So he could have scored a touchdown there, but he has average field position, good defense by New Mexico. And let's see what the offense can do here. So it's a 3-minute and 30-second drive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it great field position? It is not. Is it erratic offense? No, they're not. Is it disciplined defense? Possibly. So an odd number, and it is a disciplined defense for this play? Yes. So different, and they cause a punt. So New Mexico's defense stays strong, causing the punt from Oregon. And let's see what New Mexico can do with theirs. So the punt, it's average field position, and New Mexico takes over with a 7-0 lead. The road teams have done very well in this week. They've won every game in this week. So the card is a 4-play drive, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Is the offense prolific? It is not. Is the defense stiff? Possibly. So again, an odd number. It is not. And so we just use a regular punt. So they caused New Mexico to punt away. And that punt is average field position. So we bring this over here. And Oregon, who is behind 7-0, we'll see if they can get something going. Their quarterback is Bo Nix. So a 2-play drive. So that is the end of the first quarter. This play will end the first quarter. And we take a second. Is it a dynamic offense or a soft defense? So no, it's not a dynamic. No, it's not a soft offense. Is it a porous offense? No. So Oregon will do a coffin corner punt, and that punt will go average field position. So the teams are just trading field position, going back and forth, and that is not helping. That is not helping the Oregon get back in this game, even though it's only 7-0. So New Mexico will 6 cards. So is it a mild 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Sorry, mild or undisciplined defense? Nope. It would be disciplined. So it's a coffin corner punt to Oregon. And they have poor field position. So they backed them up. So New Mexico had a good drive and backs Oregon up into the corner, and they will be taking over in the second quarter now. So we are in the second quarter. Let me change the scoreboard. And Oregon. So we got Bo Nix comes out with a 2-minute and 30-second drive. Is their offense prolific? It is not. Is the defense inept? It is not. So they will punt. They get a good drive, but they get a coughing corner punt, and it will go to average field position for New Mexico. So, again, now we have turned into a punt fest, so not the most exciting game for you all. It's 7-0 in the second quarter, so we'll see how this plays out. New Mexico and Bryce Young with a 2-minute drive. Do they have great field position? They do not. Is it inept defense? They are not. So New Mexico will try to kick a field goal. They're the visiting team. It is a 42, and it is good. So New Mexico takes a 10-0 lead over the hometown. Field goal is good over the hometown Griffins. So field goal made, and now we will kick off. So New Mexico kicks off to Oregon. Is the return team electric? They are not. So they get great field position. They almost broke that touchdown right there. That would have got them right back into the game. So let's see what they can do on offense with this momentum. It's a 4-minute drive. We are within the 5 minutes. So the most important thing for that is we look at the efficiency rating. So Oregon is efficient, and New Mexico does not have an efficiency rating. So we look at great field position. It is great field position. That's a touchdown pass by Bo Nix. Let's see if they make the extra point. A 63. They miss the extra point. So that's not very good. So Will Lutz misses the extra point. Let's see who that touchdown went to. And that passing touchdown went to Troy Franklin. So Oregon scores a touchdown to Troy Franklin. And they are now back in this game 10-6, even though that field goal might come back to haunt them a little bit. So I also record that. So Oregon missed field goal. So we put that down because that will be a stat that we keep as well when we put in their personal stats. All right, so we are at 10-6, and Oregon will kick off to New Mexico. It is average field. Again, they have no efficiency rating, so they don't get to do anything with the clock. It will be 6 cards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will probably be the last play of the half. Are they a reliable offense? They are not. Is it a meek defense? They are not. Shaky offense? No. Aggressive defense? Possibly. So let's roll and see. They are not. So it is a punt. New Mexico will have to punt it away. Now, what they can do is it is the fourth quarter, so they could try. No, it's too early. We're not going to do that. So the away team will punt. And now we will show you. So the punt is average. So they kick the ball off to Oregon, and they are efficient. So they're allowed to take away up to 3 cards. So if this card here is less than a 3, they'll be able to execute this card because they'll be able to take that card away. We'll see what that is. It is a 4, however, and time runs out for Oregon. So the way that looks is we come over here, ran out the clock, and that is it. So we go to the third quarter with the road team, New Mexico, leading 10-6. Not a very high-powered offense there so far. And then all you do is you reshuffle the cards. And I just kind of do a just a quick little reshuffle here. And then I just do some cutting. And the way I deal them out is you have to put 12 cards to the side. So I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I just do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives me my 5 minutes, right? Go 5 more up here. Then I go 2 more here. That's the 12 that go off of the board. Okay. Then I put out 10 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. That is the quarter. And that is all you have to do to get ready to play the next half. We will shuffle the kicking cards. So we'll put these in here. And I just give them a quick shuffle and a cut. And we are ready to go to the third quarter. So again, low scoring game, but hopefully that will pick up here in the second half. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right. So as you know, the New Mexico deferred, so they get the ball back here in the second half. And they will take over. So Oregon will kick off. And average field position for New Mexico, and who is leading 10-6. So we'll see what Bryce Young can do here. 5-card drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So great field position. No. Season prior to 2017, no. So New Mexico will do a coffin corner punt, and that will lead to Oregon getting average field position. So deferred and did not get much good out of that. So now we will see what Bo Nix can do here. So we got a 2-minute and 30-second drive. Poor field position, it is not. Great field position, it is not. So they will go ahead and punt as well. So we are having our share of punts in this game and not a lot of offense. So let's see what the punt looks like. It's average field position for New Mexico and Bryce Young. So they've got a 2-minute and 30-second drive. Is the home defense? They are not the home team. Or yet the home defense is home. So they punt back up. So New Mexico punts backed up, and it is average field position for Oregon. And that was a quick drive for New Mexico. Neither team seems to be able to get much going in terms of offense. So let's see what Bo Nix can do here. So a longer drive, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So we take off the 6 cards. Is it a reliable offense? It is not. Is it a meek defense? It is not. Is it a shaky offense? It is not. Is it aggressive defense? It is not. Guess what, everybody? Oregon will punt. And the punt is great field position for New Mexico. So nice run back for New Mexico. And we will see if they can convert that, because we've been going back and forth just exchanging field position. So we'll see what Bryce can do here. So a 4-minute drive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That runs out the third quarter. So we are now in the fourth quarter. So we'll change that up here on our board. And is a great field position. Yes, it is. That's a touchdown pass by Bryce Young. So he will kick the extra point, 11 through 64. It is good. And New Mexico scores in the fourth quarter and goes up now 17-6. Let's see who caught that pass. And the recipient of that touchdown pass is Mitchell Evans. So Mitchell Evans for New Mexico. Touchdown pass. Mr. Evans. So M. Evans. All right. So now New Mexico's got a little bit of breathing room. So we'll see how they kick off. And they kick off, and somehow Oregon lets the ball bounce, and then has to jump on it. And it is poor field position for Bo Nix and the Oregon Griffins. So let's see what Bo can do here. It's a 2-minute, 30-second drive. Is it poor field position? It is. So that caused a punt. So Oregon's offense is very stagnant today. So we'll see what that punt looks like. It is an average punt. And New Mexico takes over with a 17-6 lead and well in control of this game. So we'll see what they come up with. And then they come up with a 6-minute drive, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is not what Oregon needed. So is the offense solid? They are not. Is it a mild or undisciplined defense? It is not. So New Mexico has to punt. They don't capitalize, and that punt is just an average field position punt. And Oregon takes over and really needs to do something here. Now, they are efficient, but we are not within the 5 minutes yet, so they can't use that. So, Bo, it's a 2-minute and 30-second drive. So we take 4, 2, 3, 4. Is it staunch defense? It is not. So there's a touchdown run for Oregon, who really needed that. Let's see if they can kick the extra point. 32, it is good. And Oregon, with the rushing touchdown, gets to within 4. And we'll see who rushed for that touchdown. It was Mr. J.K. Dobbins scores the touchdown for Oregon. So Oregon with the touchdown run to J.K. Dobbins. And, folks, we now have a game. It is 17-14 or 17-13. That extra point is, again, coming back to haunt them. We could have went for 2 there, but we still got plenty of time. We'll see what we're going to do there. We might have made a mistake there without going, but I think they can get the ball back a couple times. So with the kickoff, it is an average kickoff to New Mexico. So the defense for Oregon really needs to hold up here. So a 3-minute, 30-second drive. So we're within 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So I should have went for 2 probably, but looks like they'll still have an opportunity if they can score here or if they can stop them here. So a disciplined offense, they are not. A reliable offense, they are not. A meek defense, they are not. That's an interception. So Bryce Young throws an interception, and that is not what the doctor ordered for the visiting team. So interception, so we'll record the interception. And then let's see what so then we get the interception card out, and that is right here. So let's see what the home team, Oregon, does here. So red dice first, 62. Receiver catches defender for the touchdown-saving tackle, but they still have great field position. So almost scored a touchdown, and so now Oregon is in great field position with the clock running out. That was not the right time for New Mexico to throw an interception. And that could come back to haunt them. We will see how that plays out. So great field position. Remember, they're efficient, so they can take off 1 to 3 cards. So they flip over the first. It's a 4 cards. Oh, so this is crazy. So poor field position. It's not great field position. It is. So it's a field goal. So again, we're going to have to try. I made a mistake with we should have went for the 2 points, but things like that happen, and so we'll see. First, they got to kick the extra field goal. It's 11 through 61. It is good, and Oregon is within 1 point of New Mexico. So we are going to. There's how many cards left? 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left. And they have none, so they've got to take every card. So I think we're going to try the onside kick. So we're going to – you can maybe use once in the final or maybe use in the final 5 minutes of the game. So you roll 2d6. And we're going to roll that. So the roll is a 64. Pro season 2018 or later, roll 1d6. On an odd result, it works. So we will see if this works. A 1, 3, or 5, and it works. It does. So the onside kick works, and now they have average field position with the ball. Wow, folks, that does not happen in the modern age very often. So now we will flip over. So Bo Nix will take over. Now, they're efficient. So it says we have to draw 5 cards. There's only 3 cards left, right? So we're not going to – so you'd have to take 2 because you can only get rid of 3. And they've got a passive – is it a passive defense? No. Clumsy offense? No. Active defense? No. So they would have to punt. So we're not going to punt because we need this. So we are going to go for it on 4th down. So we roll the dice, and we use 1 die only. So I will use the home dice for this. It is a 3. Stiff defense. The D comes up big on 4th down. Otherwise, the ball carrier lunges forward for the – so if it's a stiff defense, it is not. So guess what, folks? Oregon gets the 1st down, and this is going to come down to the last card in the deck. So this card here will decide the game because you just flip 1 over if you make 4th down. Let's make sure we did that correctly. So 4th down, yes. So let's make sure. To go for it on 4th down, use the 4th down go for it card. This option may be used in the 4th quarter or later. It may only be used once per drive, and only if the drive result, or if at least 1 drive result. Okay, this can't be a fumble or anything. If the attempt is not successful, so the offense moves to great field position. The offense will flip a new drive results card, and only 30 seconds will come off the clock. Treat any punt as a turnover. Okay. So, poor field position. No, guess what, folks? Bo Nix throws a touchdown pass with no time left in the game. So, Oregon scores a touchdown, and they will win this game 22-17. Wow, that's incredible, folks. So, what a comeback by Oregon and Bo Nix. So that was a touchdown pass by Oregon. And let's see who he threw that ball to. It was thrown to Mr. Sutton. So Cortland Sutton, of course. And Bo Nix leads a comeback for Oregon for the ages. And they will take this victory 22-17. Wow, folks, what a great game you got to witness there in the second half. So Oregon wins. So they go to 2-2. And that was a home win. So that's the only team to win at home this week. And then poor New Mexico goes down to 1-3 and really was in control of this game for the most part for the game. They're 0-3 on the road. So they've had some close games. But folks, that'll wrap it up from here. Thanks for watching the Western Legends Football League. And again, as we leave, Oregon defeats New Mexico 22-17. So we'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everybody.